Good afternoon. In today live, we'll be talking about some of the things that you should expect if you decide to modify your vehicle and some of the things that comes with it. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my personal issue that I've experienced so far. It's not like my first time modifying any kind of vehicle, but let me take my headphones out. Just want to be able to share with you guys some of the things that if you plan on modifying your vehicle, if it's your first time doing it, or just some of the stuff that I feel like most people probably don't show on YouTube or probably don't really tell you much on social media. But like all these nice cars and stuff, trucks that you see, when you decide to modify any kind of vehicle, this is some of the things that normally comes with it. And I have modified. This is not my first time doing this, so I have modified. I'll say probably a couple vehicles that I've owned, and it's a lot sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. It's a lot, but welcome to another live. Um, if you're on the live for your first time, guys, I need you to help support the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I would definitely appreciate that. So, some of the challenges I'm gonna be explaining to you guys. I'm waiting on people to join the live first before I can start explaining. I'm gonna show you guys my view real quick. Let me see if I can flip my camera around. It's a nice, super nice view. I mean, the trees are in the way though. Super nice view out here. All right, I got somebody on the live right now. I'm just waiting. We're gonna be talking about some of the things that you should expect that pretty much gonna happen if you decide to modify your vehicle and what most people. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys what I feel like most people don't really share on their channel or really don't really. I mean, not. I wouldn't say most people, but it's not something that's common for most people to want to share, like the issue that they experience with modifying any kind of vehicle. Like my experience, I'm going to talk about my experience. My experience could be different from, yours or somebody else, but these are just things. So now, since I did, like, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, since I decided to do a fifth generation coilovers on my truck. Now, some of the things that I've been experiencing since I did the put a fifth generation coilovers on a fourth gen Ram. Now, this is what I've been experiencing. I'm be real with you guys. It's not anything that can be fixed, but I just feel like it's one of them things where when you decide to change something that's meant to be a certain way, there's some kind of, there's few challenges you're gonna face because now that I got a fifth generation coilover on my truck, it does require me to do like a pretty much full upgrade on like the whole front end suspension pretty much. I have to get upper control arm, lower control arm. I mean, I did the upper control arm already, but I got to do a lower control arm, and I have to do pretty much upgraded sway bar, also sway bar links. But it's a lot that really comes with when you trying to do stuff, modify a vehicle. Like I personally feel like even though it's a lot that comes with um, when you decide to modify your vehicle, I personally feel like it's worth it though at the end of the day. If because even though you go through a lot of problems and stuff, I mean that's meant to happen. But I think personally with me, like I think it's worth it. Though. I think it's 100% worth it. But for the guys out there, you trying to modify your car, truck, if it's your first time doing it, these are things that I just want you to keep in mind that if you modify any kind of car, truck, it's not gonna be like a straightforward process. It's gonna be you're gonna have like issues back to back. I'm telling you guys, man. Right now, I'm not having any kind of issue, like crazy issue right now with my truck, but I have noticed since I put the coilovers on there, like the fifth generation coilovers, man, the ride is like super, super bump, like super bouncy. Like it's only over bumps though, only over bumps. where it's like super bouncy. And the only thing is like, I mean, I do feel like I do gotta adjust the coilovers and stuff, but right now I say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not really feeling like the bouncy, like when I go over bumps, the truck is really bouncy, like super bouncy, man. But I mean, it's one of them things where it's something that's gonna take time for me to do like a whole upgrade to like the whole front end. Like my job, like my goal right now with the truck is to try to upgrade a lot of parts on there. Just like the beginning right now with everything, cause at some point that truck gonna be like a truck where it's gonna be. I'm really just gonna be dragged. Like I'm gonna race with it. That's the goal. But I'm also gonna be having it as a daily driver still. But it's a lot of stuff that I gotta, that you deal with when you're trying to modify any kind of car, man. I feel like most people don't really try to touch up on that, especially when you on YouTube. Like I watch a lot of channels on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to throw shades or anything, but I feel like some channels don't be trying to show like be real with you. Like they don't really be trying to be real, like as in, how when you watch like these 15 minutes clips of like building a car in like 20 minutes or so, something like that. But most of the time, like they don't really. Some channels just don't really be trying to show like the real scene of what be going on behind the scene. Like with me, I feel like on my channel, this is something I want to be doing once like the channel gets a little bit to like where it need to be at, just because it's so somebody can have like the same understanding if they want to do the same thing, to be able to understand like what really comes with it. Because I remember um when I first got my 2000, I think it was 2006 Dodge Ram. Now this truck wasn't low, I mean it wasn't lifted up, but now I'm be real with you guys, right? I got that idea from like, I wasn't really a big fan of it before, but watching a lot of YouTube channels where like I see these guys with like lifted trucks, super lifted up. I gotta sit down, man. My back hurt. But yeah, I see these guys out there with these lifted trucks, like high up and stuff, like super high. They never really break it down to you like, yo, if you decide to lift your truck, this is what this is what's gonna happen. These are the things that this is some of the prices you gotta pay. So now with my 2006 Dodge Ram that I had, it was on a 6 inch, I think it was a Pro Comp lift. Um, Also, I decided to go with 22 by 14 wide. So I went with one of the biggest tires you can put on these trucks, like these Ram 1500, 2006 Rams and stuff. And these tires were super wide. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. When I lifted that truck, I went through like at least like four wheel bearings. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, man. It was one of them stressful like time where it's like, damn, I'm like, I was going through a lot of wheel bearings because of the tires. They were so big, and the fact that the truck was not a diesel truck. So I mean, that really doesn't play a huge factor, because at the end of the day, any kind of real big wheels, like the bigger the wheels you put on there, the more heavier it's gonna be. And then the fact that it's gonna eat up your wheel bearings and stuff like that. Like it's gonna last you like a couple months or maybe like a month or so. But I was having a lot of issue to where I really just went that route because I seen at that time it was like kind of like, damn, like that looked real good on the truck. But like most of these like good stuff, you like all these like fancy cars truck you be seeing on YouTube, or you be seeing like on, like you see in general, it's like, man, I'm telling you guys, man, so much like ish that comes with it. Like you're gonna have parts that's gonna break on you. You're gonna have you're gonna have some you're gonna have to spend more money. I feel like it's more expensive when you having all these things. Like when you modify a vehicle to a certain extent, it get real expensive because things breaks, like stuff break on there. Sometimes you can't go to certain places, like you can't just go to a regular garage and stuff to repair some parts on there. Like that's how it was when I had my lifted truck, due to the fact that it was real wide. One of the craziest thing about it, yo, when I had that truck on 22 by 14s, yo, I couldn't get any kind of regular tow truck to tow it. That's the crazy part. I remember when I got stranded, man, I had to get that truck. Like I had to they had to call like a different tow truck that tows like one of them real big trucks, because my tires were so wide they couldn't fit on the bed. So I had to pay like extra money, and then the fact too, I had to go to like a certain I had to go to like a certain shop to do alignment, which was only for like semi trucks, like real big trucks and stuff like that. Man, it was like so much to deal with, man. Like, but like I said, it's just I'm not sharing these things with you guys because I want you to feel like, hesitate to not want to modify your car or truck at the end of the day. At the end of the day, stuff gonna happen. It's not for me to scare you guys, but just for me, keeping it real with you guys, because some of these things I really didn't know. I myself, when I first started modifying my vehicle, I didn't really have much idea on if I change this gonna happen or that's gonna happen. I didn't really have like anybody to be able to tell me exactly like, okay, this is what you gotta do. And if you do this gonna happen. Like I really didn't have none of that. But ain't nothing wrong with you modifying your car. As a man, I feel like you can't drive. I can't drive anything that's stock. Or I can't drive anything that's that if I'm gonna drive a car, I like to drive it and enjoy it. I don't like to drive like I feel like a stock car wouldn't really like give me like that joy that I want when I drive. I don't know, something that kind of hard to explain, but if you're a car guy, you understand that just how when you driving anything with a V8 for a while, you want to have some kind of exhaust system on there. It's just one of them things that it's like for me I have to have. But modifying any kind of car at the end of the day, it's not really something that's for the weak. It's not for the weak. But you guys, if you on the live, comment down your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. If you're on the live for your first time, definitely show some support, man. Like definitely give this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna show you guys my view right now. It's not the best, but nice and sunny outside. But yeah, man, definitely comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you got anything you want to share with me, I read comments. So if you're on the channel for your first time, make sure you support. I would appreciate it. But at the end of the day, man, like modifying any kind of vehicle, man, it's really like something that has up and down. Pretty much, it's not anything gonna happen. You just gotta understand that nothing happened the way you want it to be. Even when you trying to buy parts for your vehicle, you gotta wait. It's like a whole process with everything in life. But I'm not here to, discourage you or anything like that. I'm just here to just share with you guys my own personal experience and what I've been dealing with and so far. But at the end of the day, like I said, something I like to do. I like to modify cars. I like to modify anything that has an engine on it. So that's just my life. But comment down, leave your thoughts down below. I go live every day. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, fitness, cars, pretty much this channel is about two things, fitness and cars. I don't really post much about fitness because, most of you guys on here that subscribe, obviously, subscribe to the channel because of cars. But, if you have any kind of thoughts you want to share, comment down below. Make sure you give this live a thumbs up, man. Help support the channel. But I ain't here to scare you guys, man. I'm here to share with you guys my experience, especially when you're young and you want to modify your car. People don't really tell you too much about stuff. Like they don't really tell you what really comes with it. Like it's not like you have somebody that telling you, oh, you got to do this. This is what's going to happen next. But I need you guys to comment. Let me know your thoughts, man. Beautiful day out here in Pennsylvania today. Right now it's about 89 degrees. Taking advantage of this nice weather, man. I ain't gonna lie. I do not like the cold. And I got my gallon with me. Gallon of water before I hit the gym. Taking advantage of this beautiful day. But feel free to leave a comment down below, man. Let me know what you guys think. If you modify your vehicle before, again, comment down. Let me know your experience too. And I just feel like when you modify anything, man, just so much time. It takes a lot of time and effort too, yo. It takes a lot of time and effort, and you got to be patient with the whole process and stuff. It's just a lot that come with it. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's definitely worth it. I ain't here to complain about anything. something I enjoy doing. You know, for anybody to be 100% into something, you gotta really like doing it. That's like the only way. But I go live every day. You got any kind of video ideas you want me to make, whatever you want me to talk about, you know, feel free to comment down below. Let me know. But I'm about to end this live. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe and peace out.